Okay, so here's a little trick that I figured out on the Korg Wavestate that is not obvious, and it took me a long time to before I realized how it works. What I did in the beginning is I had a layer, and then I went, well, like all this crazy cinematic stuff is great, but I want to just have one sound to be able to do some stuff with. And so what you can do and what people do is change this mode here from wave sequence to single multisample, and now great, you've got one piano. But if you want to have a bunch of different piano sounds at different velocity layers, you can't do that. You're stuck with this multisample, that's it. So but if you, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, here we go. So let's switch this back to wave sequence. And now you've got this thing, and it's changing between these two things. And this is your timing lane here. So it's waiting 1 second to change, and then 0.2 seconds to change to the other sound. Well, really simple, obvious thing, but I didn't figure it out. In the timing lane here, it says note. But this timing lane can be a note or a rest, or it can be a gate. And if it's a gate, then basically what happens, look at this, I'll change this to gate. I just changed that to gate. Now look, it never goes to the other one because this is the gate. This is where it ends. So you can basically have one sound, or you can add a bunch of other sounds into this lane here, and then you can actually have it with, like say you want 5 different pianos or 5 different electric pianos or whatever, and then set this to be to play the sample according to velocity. There's a couple other videos that will show you how to do that, or maybe I'll make the video on that. But that's the simple thing. You take your timing, your very first timing lane, set it to gate, and now when you're in the wave sequence mode, you don't have to change sound. You just got your sound, and you can still use all the other stuff that you want with the shape and all that stuff. Oh, and on this shape, if you set this here to all on, that way it's not going to affect your multi-sample up here. Otherwise, depending on how you've set this, it could affect your multi-sample. And if your multi-sample sounds weird, because you've got this crazy shape on it, well, here it's not affecting it too much, but anyway, if you got that all on, then you're good. But this is the trick. Just your timing is set to gate, and it's not going to go past that. And that also the reverse. If your thing isn't moving forward, your multisamples aren't moving forward, just check if one of these things is set to gate, because that will mess up the movement of your multisamples if you want them all to move. All right, really, really simple, and happy wave stating.